Well, our next guest is a Kansas rancher who's working to bridge the gap between consumers and farmers. She started as a blog to correct misconceptions about the beef industry, and that blog has turned into a full media platform spotlighting agriculture. Welcome to the program, creator of Buzzard's Beat, Brandi Buzzard. We appreciate you being with us. Brandi, give us a little bit of background on your time in agriculture and your journey.
Oh, well, good morning. Thank you for having me on, Jennifer. I've been involved in agriculture my whole life. I knew when I was growing up on our little hobby ranch in southeast Kansas with rope and calves and lots of rodeo horses that I wanted to be involved in agriculture, but I didn't know exactly what that would look like. And today it's grown where I'm so proud to stand up for this industry that I love. We have a ranch. My husband and I own a purebred Gelbvieh and balancer operation. Our daughters are involved in 4-H. We rodeo. Like, we're truly ingrained in the agriculture lifestyle. And I want other people to know how fulfilling and wholesome and important agriculture is to our society, not only from a historical standpoint, but from a feeding the future standpoint.
So tell me a little bit about how this idea of Buzzard's Beat came about.
I really like alliteration, it appears. And I was in college. I was in grad school at Kansas State University, and there was a journalist with the school newspaper writing some really what I thought were heinous anti-agriculture things. And so I wrote an op-ed back. It was way too long. It didn't get published. I turned it into a blog, and that was like 15 years ago. And it's just grown since then into a blog and many other media platforms.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So tell us what all you cover on the platform.
Well, let's see. I'm very passionate about sustainable beef and what we do on our ranch to improve our climate impact, but also to raise sustainable beef. Like, sustainability in the agriculture industry is not just about the climate. It's about the environment. It's about the people. It's about a business maintaining for multiple generations. So I talk about a lot about that. I talk a lot about busting myths about GMOs and organic versus conventional. So just a lot of correcting a lot of negativity that we see about modern and conventional agriculture on the media.
Well, we're going to get to learn a whole lot more about it because you recently had the chance to visit with Kirbe Schnoor on Dirt Diaries podcast. Tell us a little bit about your episode. What can we expect?
Well, you can expect a lot of authenticity. I am nothing if not honest, and I'm not really able to turn that off. So Kirbe and I have been known each other for a really long time, and so it was nice to catch up with her and talk about our careers to this point, and just some of the things that really drive me as a public speaker, as a mom, as a rancher, as an agricultural enthusiast. So a lot of just passionate things come out in that interview.
Tell us just quickly a little bit about the importance personally for you of sharing stories of agriculture, especially to those who might be a little bit unfamiliar with how food production works.
Right. Well, we've been saying for about, 15 or 20 years that the average grocery shopper is 2 to 2.5 generations removed from the farm. And we've been saying it for so long that it's 3 generations now, right? And so it's important for me. I want my daughters to come back to our ranch, but for them to come back to the ranch, there has to be a viable agriculture industry, a viable beef industry. And so for them to come back to the ranch, there has to be demand for beef. And so probably from a self-serving standpoint, I want them to take over the ranch and there to be a beef industry to keep going into. But more so than that, I just think there's a lot of misinformation out there about agriculture, and I just vehemently oppose misinformation. So I really can't stop myself from correcting myths and things like that I see online.
Well, we appreciate you. Kansas rancher and creator of Buzzard's Beat, Brandi Buzzard. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hope you have a great day. Hey, you can catch Brandi on the latest episode of Dirt Diaries. It is out tomorrow on all podcast platforms and will air again on Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern on Rural Radio.